Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, Ascension Starseeds. Welcome, my divinity to yours. Gratitude is the altitude, and as always, I thank you immensely, intensely for your love, light, your support, your appreciation, participation, your hearted comments, and importantly, our collective, connected, uniting light. Together we are creating miracles, magic. It is momentous. It is incredible. You have no idea that all of you listening in this particular group that is so committed and dedicated to what we're doing from when we began to this current point, we are creating tsunamis of light. And I thank you dearly. As we invite and invoke the energy, essence and presence of Creator, Prime, Supreme and Sovereign, Feminine, Masculine, Divine, into our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our consciousness, our space and place. As we meet and greet in the divine seat of the Christ consciousness, the oneness, the wellness, the togetherness and foreverness of all that is, upholding the vision, the intention for manifestation, as we inform to reform and transform our people and planet into ascension, into a higher dimension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 18/11/2024, our collective vibration is 19, becoming 10 and 1. 19 is the Sun in Major Tarot, the most positive card of the deck, bringing forth the assurance and reassurance of light, warmth, life force, your fire, your passion, new growth, vitality, happiness, health, success, victory, everything positive. 1 + 9 is 10, and 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. And that's what we're going through at the moment in our lives and collectively on the planet. An incredible shift in consciousness, a wheel that is now turning in the right direction, in the clockwise direction, the forward direction of unprecedented change, of fate locking in and clicking in, turning on and turning up as we are tuning in and standing up for our right, the righteous, that which is true. It's all about the forward movement, the motion, the evolution, the revolution of a new cycle. And of course, everyone gets a turn with Saturn, the Lord of Karma, whether it is positive or for lessons and growth. It is inevitable and it must take its fullest impact in our lives so that we are able to leave the old to enter the new. And speaking of Saturn, tomorrow the 19th, we have Pluto going into Aquarius, and on the 15th we had Saturn turn direct from approximately 5 months of being in retrograde. Of course, it will be a few more days, a week or two, before we feel the full effect and the shift of this forward movement of Saturn. So we have incredible, powerful planetary and cosmic events taking place in which for this wheel of fortune to move in the right direction. anti-clockwise is slowing down to a point of stagnation, dormancy. When we turn clockwise and forward, we are progressing. So I would encourage you that whatever you do from today, do it in a clockwise vibration. Whether you're stirring your coffee, stirring a bowl, doesn't matter what you're doing, turning around, do it in a clockwise direction. And of course, if we bring that 10 into 1, it is new beginnings, fresh starts, fresh ideas. And that is our magician in tarot, taking your position, your power of intention, of inspired action as a co-creator, to create and to recreate, to become active and proactive, someone that is connected with the elements, with the natural and organic cycles of life, the alchemist within you that's igniting into your purpose and passion, the healer that will use natural remedies, holistic practices, and want to do things in a more real, organic way. And of course, the artist in you, magically waking up the artist in you. No matter what you perfect yourself in or you try at, your skills are innate. And it's time to awaken the inner magician and express that outwardly. So whatever it is that you decide to do, to think, to feel, to be, today is an incredible brand new day to step into your magician, becoming your magician, not just wishing upon it out there, but realizing it, manifesting it, and enjoying the fulfillment of this power energy. Spirit, give us a message for our collective star family, a lovely soul message. And we have, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost weed in your pants, or did. A little chuckle from the cosmos. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is a healing and is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. The note to self is to laugh more often, and your soul action is to make somebody laugh today. Laughter is a natural drug, in quotation, for your heart. It's a natural addictive substance of energy that can heal your heart and open it. And especially if you have cardiac issues, if you are anxious, depressed, or have emotional blockages, laughter will break down those hardened parts of you that are suffocating your heart and preventing it from beating and pumping vitality to your body. And we're not saying laugh for no reason. Laugh for a reason, because it's more intentional and passionate, and it will manifest. Laughter must not be superficial. You don't do it for the sake of it. It must be sincere. But do not stop yourself from laughing and think, why is there a reason for happiness, or what is the reason for happiness when I don't feel it? Put something on, watch something or listen to something that will give you a bit of comedy and humor and humility and simplify your pain. And before you know it, like wax melting, it will lose its hardened, rigid form, and surrender into the oneness of all that is. So today's reading is on UK events, the energies of the UK, your Prime Minister, and what is in fact going on. I have read on this previously many weeks ago about all the unrest that was already showing up in my vision, and of course that eventually manifested as to what is to come. And we did say that it would be a while before that dissipates, and it seems like it will continue up until the end of the year. That's what I've been getting. So let us hear what Divine has to say. I have 2 decks out. The first deck is to find out what is going on with the country's energy itself, and the second one is to work on messages coming through from Spirit on your PM, your government, and what it is that needs to happen. Of course, from the onset, I've been told things are not getting any better. In many cases, they are getting worse. In a lot of cases, there are new cases. The vibration has not shifted much. All it's doing is it's relocating itself. So it's moving from A to B to C to D to E to F. It is just jumping different locations, sort of energy migrating itself and festering there, and then something else builds. And that is what is happening. And it is creating an incredible uncertainty and unrest, not just in the country as a whole, but in the individual, you as a person. And this was unheard of in the United Kingdom. I've never followed your news, but this was unheard of. And this has suddenly developed from something innocent and pure. It has gone into such a war. We have Temperance, High Priestess, the Emperor. Let's do one more Ace of Wands. Right, so what's telling us here is people want healing. People want balance. They want this to end. And of course, they are asking now for deeper meaning to life. To know they're tired of all the inclusions. They're tired of all the inclusivity. They're tired of all the hidden agenda. They're tired of things that are locked away and they're not being told. They want transparency. They want it to come out. They want it up front, and they're taking power. They want power back. They want restoration, peace. They want to have the faith and the will that they used to have, the confidence in the country, the safety, the security. And that is not what they have at the moment. And with the Emperor card, right, they're calling on the king. They don't say it out loud because of fear. They're calling on the king. They're calling on the establishment. So tell us about the situation in the UK. Do we see it get any better before the end of the year? Although you've indicated that it will not get better. People are fearing it. You know, this time of year is preparation. It is warm, it is comforting, it's community, it's family. It's people wanting to come together to let go of the busy year, to close up, tie loose ends, to close up deals, to get their work up to speed, and sort of look forward to a December where you could feel the cheer of Christmas and the excitement of going on holiday and being at peace and celebrating. But people are not feeling like that anymore. There's nothing that they feel they can look forward to. We have the Death card. Right, this is what is the feeling moving in the air, in the energy right now, is the solemn, dark, dense, heavy plutonic energy, the suppression, the depression. It is a lack of light. It's just a lot of darkness and death hanging in the air. Fear, war, right? This is not what people want. This is what's in the energy. It is death in a literal sense because people have lost their lives, but it's a call to end it. We want the war to stop. We want the rioting to stop, the unrest to stop, the darkness to stop. People are losing hope. Well, we did get a card that flipped, and I'm not sure which one it was. Tell us more about this vibration, this energy that's paralyzing the United Kingdom. Ace of Pentacles. Strength. Well, that's what people want. They want the return of their wealth, their health, their sovereignty, their dignity, the integrity, community. They want that to shine on the land again. That's what they're calling for, a shift of consciousness. And it takes a lot of power and strength. They're tired of the battle. Right? Make peace with the devil. Make peace with the demon. Let us all live in harmony together again. And it's brought people to their knees, to grassroots level. Right? The flags are going up, the red flags. Right? We're tired of this. We're tired of waging war. They're sending out strong alerts. That's the call from the population, from the public, from the citizens of the country. Please, we need to have the strength to overcome this. It's a cry, it's a deep cry. So do we see a change before the end of the year? If things get any better, the end of the year, we have judgment. Well, it is a human cry, humanitarian cry for peace. It's loud, it's a deep cry to the universe. Please help us, we're tired of it. These are big cards on the table. The death, the judgment, and the strength. And people will need to find the strength to endure what is happening. There is a call for the ending, but I don't see it ending. It will continue to the rest of the year, up until the end of the year. The Tower, yes, it will. Right, so I'm going to leave this here, right next to that one. Judgment and the Tower and the Death card, these are big messages. There's going to be more unrest, more difficulty. And very much they're showing me to tell you what I said earlier. One giant tree with many branches, many different homes, representing the problem that is relocating itself, bilocating, migrating to different spots on the land, maybe different parts of the country, or different streets in the same place. but it's showing me that it's all it's doing is just having these flares everywhere. And because of that, it's not in control. It's out of control now, because you go to try and put off a fire here, and then another one starts, and you put one out there, and energy is diverted away. People are focused on that particular location, and then another one starts. So this is purposed. It's purposed. It is contrived. It is intended to distract and to exhaust humanity, your citizens, you, the people. And what I'm saying does not just apply to the United Kingdom. It is all over the world. And I will also say to you that a lot of these that create from the dark side are not human. There are batches of modified entities that are released in which to go out there fearlessly to create drama. And they're protected. That is why when they become known to the public, or they get arrested to say, oh, they've been arrested for this or that, you don't hear much of it later, because it's shelved, because they don't exist. In reality, there's no real identification. Whatever you're seeing is just made up. So they are sent out in batches, programmed to go do that work. Anything else? Right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon and the Five of Cups. Right, so that's the darkness that's plaguing humanity. You want the wheel to turn in the light, in the right favor, but this darkness keeps overshadowing that. So your Christmas, your festivity, your celebration, your happiness and your joy is being taken away from you, and you're being thrust in darkness, in the shadows, which is the Death card right up front, showing you how you want this, but you're getting that. You want this, but you're getting that. That's the closing. These are major cards. Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. The darkness that is sitting heavy on the planet, and behind that was the Five of Cups, which is the sadness, the pain, the trauma of all this drama that's going on. You're tired of it. You're absolutely tired of it. It's getting too stale. It's becoming too obvious and predictable. This is not way of life. And the card that flipped over at the bottom was the Five of Swords, which is the conflict, right? The conflicting energy, the fight, the protest, the battles. It's just everyone wants to go at war because they're tired of it. They're so angry. So even if you don't take out something to go to war, and I'm not suggesting you do, but your mind is at war. Your heart is at war. Because you're tired of it. You want it to stop. Today, you want it to stop today. You're fed up. Now, please stop. That's what I keep getting. Racing, running, avoiding. This is what's happening with the people of the country. Everything is in disarray. You're besides yourself in your mind, your body, your heart. If you go out, you've got to rush to get back to safety. If you go out there, you are concerned about what if. Your heart is racing, your mind is racing. You're avoiding going out there by all means. Right? You can't be in peace. You can't shop in peace. You can't get to your place of work in peace. So this is a race to the finish. This is the race to the end. And you want it to stop. Let's just get one more. Sold, moving, physical, location, change. That's what we're talking about. The location, the changes, the moving, the physicality. You're not safe in your home. Should I stay here? Should I move away? It's a constant rush from your place of work to home. Everything's got to be under lock and key. You don't have freedom anymore. Freedom of speech, freedom of safety, security, your children. You've got to constantly be concerned about your children. Oh dear. I meant to show you what's at the bottom of the deck and I don't remember what it was. But as I said that, the devil card pops up. Can't remember what it was, to be honest with you. Tell us, Spirit. The Prime Minister. 9 of Wands. He's being brought to his knees. And I've said this before. He will be brought to his knees where he will have to surrender, give up, let go, and leave. He's going to be ousted. I've said this before. He's not a great favor right now. Nobody. I'm not sure why we said that 2 times, 3 times. But no, the answer is no. Body. He's not the right body for the country, meaning the government. Everything is going in his disfavor. People are not happy. They want him out. And they're calling for it today. Today. Now. In the moment. Please, I want you to go. You're not serving the country. And he's got a tower. So he's going to fall very quickly. Right. This is a critical time for the United Kingdom. We've got 2 towers here. People are calling for the tower moment on him. So the population is done. Christmas is not going to be Christmas for you this year, as you've experienced it in the past. For many of you that have enjoyed it in your peace and comfort, you're not getting that this year in the way that you would love to, unfortunately. There's just fireworks all over the place. Some of you might have been cancelling your reservations for holidays, or if you've been wanting to engage in a more, communal way, or bigger celebrations, perhaps walking the streets and looking at the lights, all that happiness that you once enjoyed. You're not going to be able to do that this year, unless you are relocating for the holidays to a safer environment. The High Priestess and the Hermit in reverse. Another 2 major cards, right? The secret is out. A lot of things about your Prime Minister will come out, about your government is now going to surface. From where? From the hidden, from the caves. It can't be there. There's nothing enlightening anymore. There's nothing that has proven to be substantially positive for this particular man to be there. He has not come out awakened. He's not come out in the right consciousness. Whatever his promise was, unfortunately, it has reversed. Whatever he might have promised is not seeming to come to pass. But I don't know what your politics are. I don't know what he's pledged to you. But from the vibration, from the reading, the message we are getting, there is no light. There's no light. And he's being brought to book with the High Priestess coming out. It's take him out, bring him out, let him stand here, put him, it's like the public is saying, put him on trial. Put him, lock him up. Allegedly, right? And I'm saying this from what I'm getting. It's not my personal view. It's like, put him into that confinement and get the answers out. It's easy to do it to others to cause that restriction. But bring him out and let him answer for it. He's not going to be around for much longer, I can tell you that. Yes, the world in reverse, right? Unfortunately, his world is going to fall upon him. He's brought it upon himself. And we have the Queen of Cups. Right, so it's not in his favor at all. I don't get a lot of reverse cards in my reading, but this is big. This is very big. I just saw 31, 31. And that is 4, 4. 4 is stability and structure. 4 is about house, home, buildings, the emperor, nations. And that is duplicated for the power of I want stability in the country. I want a structure or restructuring in the country. You, the people, that's what Spirit is saying. People are saying, that's what we want, that's what I want. And he has just created unrest. Unfortunately, maybe not directly, but he is a passive participant because of certain things that were done and particular things that were undone. Well, here you go. Spirit has said it. The Queen of Cups is just, I think, a supporting energy to bring a little bit of comfort to humanity, to comfort to you as the citizens, to find your heart and your love at this time and to reconcile within yourselves and to get through it in a more heart-centered way. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying look after yourself. The Five of Wands. Right, that's the fight going on. And it's not stopping, unfortunately. That's your confirmation of these petty issues that are going on, that are creating from pettiness major issues. In closing, Spirit, what would you like to say? We have the Knight of Cups. Is he a water sign? I don't remember. He came in like a knight in shining armor, they say. Valiant and full of promise. He came in with the intent of letting you believe that he is holding a new light, a new torch for you. And he's offering his cup of resolution and agreement and fulfillment. He will make it right and make it happy. That's what he came up. This is what's showing with him. Right, and behind that was the Six of Wands, which was his victory, his win. Right, and there's a purpose to that. He was not the favorite. I get he was not the favorite, but he was put there. Right, Page of Swords. So he was immature for this position, but he was put there. He was immature for this position. His heart is not the country. His heart is the fact that he has the right backing. So that's where his shine is. He has the right backing. He's been put there. Okay, so can you tell me, what does the king feel about this? What does the king feel about this? Or how does it impact the king? Okay, let's just do this one. We have in reverse the Three of Pentacles. So their plan is has failed. It's failed. It's unsuccessful. So the group that came together to put him there, unfortunately, it's not working out in their favor. Can you tell me about the king? How does the king feel about it? We have the Seven of Wands. He's trying to stay out of it because he knows that if he steps in, he can't really voice much apparently on the situation, but he is your head of state. So he is the dictate. Right? So Mr. KS is his beard, as all of them are. They've got to review things, they've got to pass things, they've got to approve things. So they're very much in awareness of what should change. But he is hiding behind KS. And how does the population feel about what's happening? Queen of Swords. Right? They want the truth. They want him to step in and take more action. Seven of Cups. They're tired of being misled. Give me one more. Three of Wands. Right? This is an expansion of energy. Things will get out of control. It's going to become explosive before it gets any better. People are looking for commitment. They want somebody to get into power that will commit to their word and stick with it. Do the right thing, right? Bring people together. Heal this relationship between the people and the government, and let it be long-lasting. What they're seeing now is not something they want for the future. Right? This is what's happened with people. They're trapped, frustrated, restricted. They don't have their rights like they used to. They're under lock and key in a figurative sense, because they can't speak freely, move freely, think for themselves. They're dictated to. And it's a definite cry for humanity. Timing factor. So his time is nearing. Right? He can enjoy his popcorn now, but very soon there's no more movie. People are asking for the reconciliation, and things will come together. It will just need time. Entrapment. Right? This is the trap. A pregnancy is a happy occasion. It's a happy feeling, birthing new life. But unfortunately here, it's an entrapment. Because you're restricted. You can't move. It's like people cannot get beyond the ability of that freedom taken away from them, it is psychologically affecting the citizens of the country. There is so much of control at the moment. So, dearest ones, I am not the bearer of bad news. I'm just bringing you the truth, the awareness. And yes, it is a bitter pill to swallow, but it is the truth. You are crying out for your freedom, and you deserve it. You've got to unite. You've got to come together, right? You've got to come together as people of the country to create a new contract, a new binding for your prosperity. You cannot fear, and I know it's easier said than done, you cannot fear your freedom by losing it. You fear losing it, and a lot of people have lost that freedom because of the fear of being imprisoned, locked up. But when you do that, you allow yourself to stay entrapped, right? They control the strings. You are being puppeteered. But his time is up. His time is up. The clock is ticking. It's nearing its end. I don't see him willingly wanting to leave before the end of the year. It could happen in the new year because your head of state does not want that to happen before the end of the year. It's going to put the country into a greater risk because nearing this particular time, unfortunately, is a time where people should rest. But to uproot a government at this time will cause for even greater unrest. So they want to let this slide till the end of the year, as they have done with other major announcements. This particular unrest has created a delay in many, many other factors, and hoping that it would have simmered and ended. It hasn't, it's worsened. There are more problems every day. And what is happening is your freedom of speech being taken away, and thank goodness for independent journalists, private media, private journalists coming online on their channels and bringing you some information, right? Because the media that is being controlled is not giving you that truth that you need to hear. And even they are at risk. But we've done a big prayer for all independent media that is working in a heart-centered way in which to be protected, their families protected, and of course to bring you the information that you need. Use it with light. Take your energy vibration and see the hold the vision, see the reality that you want, and that will quickly come into manifestation. Timelines are slipping. The old paradigm is slipping. That is why it is so out of control, right? It's because they can't hold onto one thing anymore like they did, and lie to you and deceive you for as long as they're able to. You sing through all of that now. Why? Because the old timeline is crumbling, and I've told you that already, and you probably heard it from others as well, that the energy this year is going to create such a revelation in human consciousness to see beyond what you've always been shown and believed to be true. The veils are thinning, and that's happening all over the world, not just in the United Kingdom, everywhere. But I thought I want to bring you an update. I have been asking about how the energy will pan out for the UK from now to the coming days, weeks, in preparation for your celebration. And of course, very little is changing. But I can tell you for sure that the call for him to get on his knees and to get out is not too far off. And what you need to do is hold the vision for the one that will then replace that energy to be one that will serve you, the community, the citizens, the population, for your greater and higher good, for all ages, our elderly, our children, you, the consumer, the breadwinner, the taxpayer, and bring into manifestation divine government. I wish for you what the US is experiencing at this time. And again, there are a lot that disagree with the one chosen, but we do not know everyone's contracts. The divine knows it. And we've got to respect that the vision we hold is the most important of intent, is for the highest and greatest good of all concerned in a right and righteous divine way. And when you do that, you are neutral. I wish you all the love, the light, the peace, the prosperity, the security, the safety, the victory in your every breath, your heartbeat, and your every moment. I love you. Thank you. Bless you. Till next.